Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. So in this episode what we're going to be doing is replenishing our hay bale supply. As you can see, we do have not a lot in here. Well, we actually have loads in here, but we don't have any hay at all. So yeah, we need to really resupply the shed. Now I've had people in the past saying, why do you use this shed for bales? You could just get the storage mod, which basically allows you to put the bales into a shed and it will stack them all very neatly and everything, and then you can just dispense them as you require them. And yeah, that does sound very good. However, it just works. This is a big shed, and we've got other storage now anyway for tractors, so yeah, we don't really need to go to the expense of that, although it would be nice, but I think at the moment we're doing alright. If it does become a problem, then yes, I can do that, and I can definitely see the benefits for it, because at the moment like, my bales are all facing the wrong way. It's a bit of a hassle to pick them up, but yeah, it's just really the expense. Although we are doing alright for money, so it's not a big problem. Anyway, let's just drop that there. Just one more bale to move, and then we're going to fill in this left side with hay bales. Although it's going to be a little while because it's still just grass on the ground. We have to first of all ted it, then row it, and finally bale it. So I'm just going to put this over here. We'll switch the tractor's engine off. Okay, that'll do. So yeah, you actually no, we probably won't use that. I was going to say we'll use this, but yeah, I think we'll use the Heston baler, because then we shouldn't get as many bales out of it, and they'll be bigger. So it might make it easier all round for loading up the feed mixer and for tidying up the field. That milk spreader is going to be spread, or at least the contents of it is going to be spread, in a few episodes' time. In fact, possibly on this field here, the one we're about to work in. Obviously we can't do it at the moment because it currently has cut grass on it. But yeah, in the future. Where is my tractor? Here it is. So, yes, this is going to have to be put onto the baler eventually. The baler is over there. Yeah, we might as well just do it now. While I'm doing this, I'll try and figure out which tractor is best for the tedder. At the moment, I don't know. I really don't know which is the best one. Probably the smaller John Deere, I would have thought. Manny to... yeah, I'd say so. Oh. Yes, good job I stopped here. This needs to be set off on a worker. Very important. We need to be as straight as possible, otherwise the worker is going to struggle. But that should be good. There we go. Okay, it stopped because it... oh, okay. It's going to refuse to do it without using fertilizer. Well, that's just going to be a total waste of money. That is a total waste of money. We have to buy it on a field which doesn't require it. How much is it going to cost us? Okay, that money is rocketing down, so... oh, that is annoying. Let's just check. I'm pretty sure it does not require fertilizer, because we did spread muck on here, I think. It was slurry. So that is going to be really pointless. Yeah, that's fully fertilized. So, sorry worker, goodbye. We'll have to do this another day. We'll have to just do it ourselves when we have the time. There is no way we're going to throw money down the drain. Here we go. Finally, the last tractor we get to. Well, if I just turn around and take the roller off, then we can attach this to the tedder. I have absolutely no idea where the tedder is, although actually if I was to have a guess I would say it's in the shed just over there. Good. Yes, I think I did see it actually. I always like this tractor. I think it's such a nice tractor to use. Here we go. Right, so that is all very good. We don't have to buy anything today, I don't think. It's all just a case of using the machinery we have and creating a large amount of hay bales. Okay, so here we are in the field. I've just started up. I didn't think you needed to see the unfolding process. So yeah, when we get the windrower on the go, I'm going to try and do it without doing a headland first, which does sound like a silly idea. However, I know what I'm like, and I do tend to mess things up if I start driving over headlands with a windrower. There is another alternative, and it is to actually have the baler behind us straight away, and it could work. It could work very effectively. However, there is one issue with this, and that is the bales might drop in the way. For the other ones, for the other windrows, they might just be completely in the way. So we'll have to see, but yes, it could go pear-shaped. Anyway, I'm going to get this done really quickly, and then we'll move on to the windrower and potentially the baler too. Now for the final few pieces, then we'll be ready to row it up and bale it. Usually, you would actually leave it again at the moment to allow it to dry out on the other side, because we've only dried one side of it. But because this is not the realistic series, and also it looks pretty good anyway, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to row it and bale it, because we might as well. We're not going to gain anything by waiting. So yeah, I mean, we'll actually lose something if we wait, because the cows are desperate for power food, and we can't do the power food without the hay. So yeah, it's vital that we do it as soon as possible. The only other alternative, if this was the realistic series, is to go and buy some temporarily just to keep us going, which is what I would do if it was something that we were trying to do as realistically as possible. Anyway, there we go. Switch it off, fold it up, and we need to go and get the windrower. I've been trying to think while doing that if we should really be using the Heston baler or the quadrant baler. And I did say the Heston baler because we'll get less bales, but there'll be more in each one. And I still want to do that really, but the thing which was concerning me the most was when we come and put the bales in here, we'd have to use the other trailer, and it puts the bales the wrong way round. So, well, it depends where we reverse in, but chances are the bale would be the incorrect way, whereas the auto stacker puts it perfectly. So I don't know. I might well use this one here, to the right of us. Okay, so the windrower is somewhere, but I don't actually know where. Over here by the look of it. I'm really hoping that we can do both at the same time. That again is the other problem with quadrant bales. There's going to be more coming out, so there's going to be a higher chance of them blocking the way. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll start off with the Heston baler. If it turns out that I think that we could get away with using the quadrants, then we will do. But yeah, I've already attached it to the Heston anyway, so it would seem such a shame to detach it, even though in Farming Simulator it's a very fast job to do. Here we go. I actually don't know the difference in size, in litres, in the game. I'm not quite sure what size it does the quadrants, and well, actually no, the quadrant is 4,000 litres, so yes, I just don't know what it does the Hestons as. Let's just unfold that. There we go. Get ready with this as well. So yes, if I can do no headlands it would be amazing, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I think we're just going to have to do one and just hope that the bales don't land in the way. If they do, we can push them out of the way, I suppose. Here goes. That is a lot of hay. It's a good swath. Nothing like the swath which we did in multiplayer, the one that you can actually drive up and park on top of. It was basically a mountain. It was great fun though, really good. Look at the size of that swath. Well, we've got away with it there. No bales drops because it's just started off. What I can do, I suppose, is actually empty the baler for when we do this side over here, and then there'll be nothing there either. So it's definitely possible to get away with it. As I said, we could just push the bale out of the way. That's the other option. Yeah, it's producing them fairly frequently, but it's not pouring out the back. I think I'm just going to do it, and if one gets in the way, nudge it. Just nudge it out of the way. There we go. That last bale actually landed in a really good place. There's still going to be quite a few, but it really shouldn't be too bad. While we're doing this, please feel free to post down below how many bales you think will be produced out of this field. It's going to be quite a lot, and this is with the big bales, so if it was the smaller bales, then we really would be having our work cut out for clearing it up. As you can see, I've got to the edge most of the way. It's always worth getting to the edge, get as much grass as possible. The issue here is we'd be flicking the stones up, probably smashing the tractor's cab. Actually, I've done this in real life, and well, I've heard stories of actually other people who've done it in real life, and the stone has actually gone through the back window and hit them in the back of the head. But I've done this in real life before, and I just got a really big stone which flicked into the window, and luckily, well, actually it probably wasn't even that big, it just sounded big. Luckily it didn't smash the window, but it doesn't half make you jump. It was probably just a bit of pea gravel actually, because these tines can obviously sort of dig into the ground a bit and flick the stone, and the force behind that flick going into the window can be quite extreme. But yeah, I've definitely heard stories of the windows being smashed in the tractors. Again, if you have any stories about that, please do feel free to discuss it down below. Might be able to give you a mention in the next video. Right, so we've done Headland 1. It's gone alright, it could have been much worse. So it's now time to go on to a bit of GPS, and hopefully we can do all this in a time lapse. It shouldn't take too long. I can't really see any reason why it would take a long time. We're doing exactly the same speed as the tedding, so yeah, exactly the same speed. No difference, unless we have to get out and move a bale. But we'll see how we go. The final area. Obviously I've turned GPS off, it wouldn't really be much use in this very tight area. So yeah, it's actually gone really well. At the moment I have absolutely no idea how many bales have been produced. So we're going to check once we've unloaded the baler, but it's going to be something high. It's going to be a very high figure. I'm definitely not regretting doing Hestons. Right, so that is it done. Let's just switch it off and fold it up. We'll put it back in the shed. Obviously because we've done the Hestons we're going to have to use the other trailer, which is fine. It's just when I come to unload them I'm going to have to reverse it against the other wall instead of this one. Great demand for corn. Now that is very interesting. Because we've got loads of cornfields over there. But most people wanted me to do silage, so what I could do is one field is corn, the rest is silage, although we'd have to buy headers which would probably wipe out any profit, so yeah, it's not really worth it. Right, this goes into here, at least it can do. And the baler can go back where it came from. There we go, here it is. Yeah, after unloading of course. Switch it off. So, which number did you say? Or what number did you say? Now is the time to find out. I'm going to go for something very rough. I've never looked. I've not looked at all. 47. Ah, so close. 52. If you said 52, well done to you. And it even rhymes. Brilliant. So yes, we'll put this back into the shed, and then what we'll do is use the same tractor, but only on the trailer. I forget the name of it. It begins with a B. Is it something like a... It's BR? BRO? I'm not sure. In fact, I don't know where I've put it. Where on earth did I put it? Oh dear, all the way over at the shop it was, parked up. I remember leaving it there now. Okay, so that is all sorted. Let's start picking these things up, and it should be a fairly simple process. I still don't know the capacity of each bale. Is it 4,000 litres? Is it more? I don't know. I would be intrigued to find out. The only way of finding out, I suppose, is by sticking a pallet fork into it, or possibly by checking the bale's store page. Or the baler's store page, I should say. Yes, bales don't tend to have a store page, although they do if you have the pallet, or the stack of hay. I'm going to be quiet. What I'm saying here is absolute rubbish. Okay, the baler. Oh no, I've lost balers. I've lost the baler category. There it is. Yes, it's been a long day. 6,100 litres. Well, there we go. At least we've discovered something. Now this should actually be a very, very simple process, because all I have to do is just drive up and down the field. I don't know what speed to do this at. 30 is probably okay. In real life, I think that would be incredibly fast, but it should be okay for FS. And I believe it's going to do 4 layers. So we should get loads on here. And actually, again, I'm wrong again. The bales are facing that way. So it's not going to be a problem. Or is it? I don't know. Depends. If I pull them down the wall, it should be okay. So that's what I would do. Yes. I am not feeling the brightest today, for some reason. It has been a big day, and I have actually recorded 3 videos today. I've been editing one for Machinery Restore, which is coming soon. I recorded another one before this one, and yeah, I've been busy all day with work as well, so I am absolutely tired out. So yeah, you'll have to excuse my sleepiness. There we go. Right, it's going to start the 4th layer hopefully. Or is it going to do 3? Maybe it'll just 4 with quadrants. Sorry, it's done 4. Has it done 4? It's done 4. I'm asleep. Good night. Right, will you be really pleased that I'm really awake now, because what I've done is I've stuck some sticks in my eyes, just like Mr. Bean did on Mr. Bean's Holiday. If you've watched that film, I don't know if you have done, but yes, it really is much better when you stick some sticks in your eyes. Please do not stick any sticks in your eyes. What am I on about? I've finally gone mad. No, honestly. Yeah, if you've watched Mr. Bean's Holiday, it's hilarious, because what he does to stay awake is he gets some cocktail sticks and sticks them in his eyes. Pretty much, not in his eyeballs, but yeah, you know, to keep his eyelids open. And it doesn't half look painful and hilarious at the same time. Why it would make me talk really fast though, I have no idea. So yeah, this is quite a crazy video, I've got to admit. Okay, unload to back. There we go. Oh, that's gone pear-shaped. Oh well, that should be okay. It shouldn't cause too many problems. I think I know what it is though. What it's doing is it's actually putting the bottom layer underneath the ground for some reason, which is interesting. I hope we can still get those out of there, otherwise we're going to have to unload manually. Interesting. Well, what we'll do is we'll get the other bales in first of all, and then, yes, in a future video when I'm a bit more awake, we can sort it out properly. Yeah, that is a bit of a concern actually. So yeah, that's hopefully not going to be a massive problem. And I believe these are the last 4. There might be another one out there, but hopefully not. I better check. Yep, so that's all fit on there, alright? Yeah, if we just cut through this yard here, if there's going to be one, it's going to be here. Nope, that seems to be fine. Okay, so yeah, you can see it's doing it here actually. I think it's the Heston bale's not compatible with the trailer. That's what it must be. So if it does become an issue when we restart the game, then I can sort of restack them or pick them up again probably, and then unload to trailer and go from there. One thing's for sure, I'm not losing them. No way am I going to lose them, because that would be so wasteful. That's alright, that works. We picked up the bottom layer, I think. Right, unload to back. It's doing it again, but yeah, well, I'm aware of the problem. I think I know what's doing it, so we should be able to find a resolution to it. Most likely just picking them up and then unloading again with the pallet fork or the bale spikes. Anyway, after that very slow paced video, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully I haven't scared you off watching the next one. See you again very soon. Bye for now.